subscribe. Tariq Radio. Like and subscribe.
Gonna get Michael. Michael, hop on in.
What's up, Tariq?
What's up, Michael? How are you?
I'm good, sir. Yeah, so I had a question.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so I hear you guys talk a lot about how you Black Americans are native to this land.
Yeah, we are indigenous to the United States, meaning we're the like the foundation of the United States. And some of our lineage goes back thousands of years. Some of our lineage was mixed in with the people brought over during the transatlantic slave trade. So we have different lineages that make up what a foundational Black American is. Does that make sense, sir?
Yeah, so are you guys saying that you guys were the first ones here in America over everybody
Yeah,
else?
yeah, there were Black people in the Americas before anybody else. There have always been Black people here, even before the Red Natives.
Has there been documents to back this up?
Yeah, Olmec statues, things like that. Have you seen the Olmec statues? Those are Black people.
Yeah, I saw some of them. Yeah,
Right,
so
right. And
but how do
the reason why they have those statues there, the reason why they weren't destroyed, they were many of those stone heads were buried underground. They found them in the late 1800s, so they didn't get destroyed. A lot of stuff up here in North America, they kind of hid and destroyed a lot of stuff. But down there in Central America, Mexico, a lot of those temples were buried in the forest, and then you look in them, and there's um, um, ancient civilizations with dark skinned people with dreadlocks. It's heavy. It's heavy. So now you're East African. I hear an East African accent, right?
yes, I'm Eritrean.
Eritrean. Okay, are you in Canada? Because y'all, I hear a Canada thing too.
Yes, sir. I'm in British Columbia.
Oh, okay, there you go. So you're not even a citizen here. Why is it such a concern about
What?
our lineage?
Well, because I just hear you guys talk a lot about this FBA stuff. I started listening probably for like the past year and a half, and your position on us non FBAs, what you call us or whatever.
Yeah. What do you
Yeah, and I
think?
hear a lot of these talking points that I don't know, it just sounds very
What does it sound like?
um I don't want to say hateful, but I
What's
don't know. It just
what's hateful about it? What's hateful about us recognizing our lineage, sir?
well, it's not the lineage part. It's just that a lot of the stuff that you say about this anybody that's not Black American, I guess, is kind of anti-Semitic or if you will.
Anti-Semitic? Where the hell did you get that?
Well, what a lot of the name calling, sir, and just everything else that I hear, like I said, I've
How
been listening for the past year and a half.
and but how anti-Semitic? Most of you are not even
Well, because
Jewish.
you said what?
Most of y'all are not even Jewish. So how do you
Well,
get
I
an
am. I'm Somali. Yeah, I am personally. So
so you so no, okay, first you said you're Eritrean. Now you said you're Somali. Which one is it?
I'm an Eritrean Drew.
But you just said you were Somali, so you haven't gotten your story straight. See, that's the problem we have. Lying tethers. We have a lot of lying tethers lurking around. And that's the problem we have. A lot of people can't get their lies straight. Like you. You didn't get your lies straight, sir.
Well,
Hmm?
it's not a lie. I'm really East African from Canada, and I don't know what's going on too much with the politics in America with Black people, Black Americans, or whatever. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm.
but it's just online when I hear this rhetoric, it's very disheartening to hear the disposition between blacks and Africans and everybody else.
Like you don't come from a tribalistic place where nobody's on the same page with each other, sir. So you should be used to that, right?
Well, yeah, there is some tribalistic stuff in Africa, but
Right, right. You're talking like you came from this big racial utopia where everybody was on code. Sir, that's not the case. Your homeland, wherever, I know it's in East Africa somewhere. You're not being honest about where specifically, but that's okay. But you know how tribalistic it is over there. There's a reason why you're not there, sir. There's a reason why you're safe over
well,
there in Canada.
if we're gonna talk about that tribalism, well, there's a lot of stuff going on with other black people as well,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But
like
here's the thing.
gang wars and
Yeah, yeah,
all
sir.
this
This
other
ain't
stuff.
this ain't 1988. The gang wars are not like that. Y'all been watching reruns of Colors. We don't have gang wars like that no more, sir. It ain't
Well,
even
no, no,
like
no,
that.
no, no. Well, every other time I turn on the news, it's very
It's what?
violent.
It's not no
Well,
gang
I don't want to
war.
say it's just Black Americans, but with a lot of the violence and stuff that you guys are going on here, and
Like
just
what?
yeah.
Like what, sir? What violence? What our violence?
Well, every time I look on the TV, there's some teenager getting gunned down or something. Like,
Well, that's any society, any capitalistic society. You're going to have that. What we don't have are tribal wars where whole villages are being wiped out, like in your homeland, to the point where you have to flee and leave. We don't have it like that, right?
well, like I said, I wasn't born in Africa, so I don't know what's going on over there.
Right. So your family made sure to anchor you nice and safely over here in North America, didn't they?
Yeah, well, if that's the
Right.
case.
Right.
Hundreds of years ago, you Black Americans came over here as well at some point. Same thing.
Sir, no, 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 no. We built this nation. We didn't come over to nothing. We built a nation, sir. We built it from scratch. Much, much different. We're not immigrants at
Well, you
all.
guys were you were forced to build it, sir.
Sir, Michael Jackson was forced to make Thriller. That don't change the fact it's the greatest album in recorded history. We were forced to build this nation. That doesn't change the fact that we are the people with the greatest lineage in recorded history because we're the most emulated.
Well, yeah, see, that was the thing. The white supremacists didn't have to do that with us Africans. We weren't forced to do anything, sir. Unlike you Black
Um,
Americans.
Sir, they were forcing you to learn Arabic, then they force you to learn English, then they force you to flee from tribe to tribe, then they force you to have boundaries around your nation states. They forced new names and identities on you. They forced your resources away from you while you're sitting in shanty towns eating camel burgers. So you were forced to do a lot of things, sir. Do you really want to play that
Well,
game? And then force your ass to Canada. Damn it, sir. Come on.
we're in a lot of other positions better than Black Americans. I mean, we're not
Oh,
in
let us
ghettos.
know.
We're not in the ghetto or killing each other.
Sir, every other week in your homeland, there's a group of people just kidnapping whole villages of people. Every other video we see coming out of your homeland, all over there, bodies are chopped up, people are getting burnt up alive, people are getting beheaded. It's all types of trifling behavior to the point where you
W-
have to flee. You fled for a reason, sir. We
Well,
did.
no, sir, I didn't flee. I did not
Yes, you did.
flee.
Yes, you did, sir. Sir, you fled. And you can say that you were born in Canada. Your parents fled and they needed to anchor you somewhere safe because it wasn't safe to
Exactly, yeah, because America, Africa is a very bad place. It's not really doing too good. So
then
we came
shut
over
your
here.
ass up. Then shut your ass up then. If you come from a very bad place and you've admitted it, don't point your little goosey soup finger at
Well,
foundational black Americans. We don't need criticism from you. You're not at liberty to criticize anybody, sir.
well, sir, look at just with a lot of the degeneracy going on in your community with little kids and they're watching rap videos about sexy red and all these other people that's going on.
Sir, you guys are beyond rap videos. Y'all over there doing forced female circumcisions. You guys sell off women. You have child brides. You don't want to talk about degeneracy, sir. You
Well,
guys
yeah,
have
those
so
people
much.
in Africa, me personally, I don't know what
Well,
they do
no,
over
I don't
there.
want to hear that me personally because that's where you're from. That's your culture. You're a part of that, sir. That's your
No,
culture.
not really. I'm part of
Yes,
the.
really. Yes. No, 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 no. Y'all try to deny your culture. No, that's what you are. And you had to flee from that. And then you want to point your finger at us, and you're just not going to do that. We're better than that, sir. We're better to we're better than the people who have to flee because of their degeneracy. And there's no balance to it, sir. See, at least we got balance. Yeah, we got ratchets, but then for every ratchet, we have 10 scholars. For every hood rat, we have 10 Rosa Parks. For every dusty Negro, we have 10 George Washington Carvers, 10 John Henry Clark. See, we have a balance to foundational Black American culture. That's the thing that makes us so great. Even our gangsters, hold on, I'm not done. Even our gangsters, they turn around and do well. They turn around and will open businesses and do great things for the community. Y'all gangsters don't do that. They just sit around there eating bush meat and shooting people. They don't do
Well,
nothing.
because we don't have gangsters in Africa, so we really don't.
Sir, y'all got Somali pirates running around with big foreheads, buck teeth, and shipping boats trying to find somebody to rob. Sir, don't do that.
Well,
Don't
it's
sit
not
here
the
with me.
same. It's not to the same degree in America with you guys. That's all I'm saying,
No,
sir.
we don't have pirates over here. None of us are riding around in rusty boats on the coast of California trying to rob ships and steal their cargo.
Well, from
We
what
don't
I
do that.
heard,
No, we don't.
in a
No.
lot of cities in America, people can't even walk down the street without getting robbed or killed without walking on the street from FBA. So,
Name the city.
well, I heard cities like Chicago, Atlanta,
Chicago is fine.
Los
Chicago is fine.
Angeles.
Chicago is fine. I'm in LA, sir. Where in LA can't you walk? Where can't you
I
walk
don't
in
know
LA?
what's that place. What is this? I think it's South Central
Yeah,
or
I
something.
have a business in South Central. Where can't we walk?
Well, there's still a lot of Bloods and Crips and stuff out there.
Yeah,
So,
I know them. I know a lot of them. Where can't we walk? Cool people. Where can't we walk?
well, not necessarily FBAs. It's other groups that can't walk around you guys, right? You guys trying to rob
Cool.
them or take advantage.
And by the way, a lot of Bloods and Crips in LA, a lot of them are Belizean. A lot of them are not even FBA. Some are, many are, but a lot of them are Belizean too. But it's still safer than
Yeah.
over in your homeland, sir.
No, that's not true, sir. That's
It
not
is,
true.
sir, sir, sir.
Do you have any stats to back
Sir,
that up?
sir, yeah. Hey, we got Bloods and Crips who are business owners. Our good brother, Black Sam, brother of Nipsey, they got a successful burger stand, a burger restaurant on Melrose right now.
Yeah, and
These are
speaking of
Crips.
Nipsey Hussle,
These are
speaking of
Crips.
Nipsey Hussle,
And before you even try to do the well, he's Eritrean. I know that, but his mother's FBA, so he's part FBA. So I already know where you're gonna go. So stop that. And
but you
him and
can't
his
deny
brother,
his
yeah,
other reaching side.
yeah. But you can't deny his FBA side. That's where the hustle comes in, sir. That's why he's Nipsey Hustle. Even
Yeah, but since he was again,
even the name came from a foundational Black American comedian, Nipsey Russell. That was a foundational Black American comedian in the 1950s and 60s. That's where he got the name from. It wasn't Nipsey Tattleish. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, well, he was a gangbanger, so we don't claim him anyway. So
Yeah,
he
right.
was a
I do. No,
degenerate.
that was no, he wasn't. That was my brother. He was not a degenerate, and he was a great businessman. And his brother is a great businessman now. They have one of the most successful new businesses here in Los Angeles, and they were gang members. What are
Well,
your
sir,
gang
how
members
can
doing?
you be a gangbanger?
What? No, no, slow down. What are your gangbangers doing over there? What are your Somali pirates doing? Are they opening up a porcupine Popeyes over there? What are they doing over there in your homeland? Are they opening up restaurants, or they just running around eating bushmeat trying to rob ships? At least our gang members open successful businesses. What's going on with yours, sir? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, sir, I think you're deflecting. You're deflecting. I was
I
talking
am.
about what. Yeah, because I was talking about with FBAs and with the crime here. You're talking about what's going on in Africa, and I don't live there, so I don't
Right.
see
Yeah.
what's the point
Yeah.
of bringing this up.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Well, you had to flee, sir. We're just showing the hypocrisy, sir. We're showing the hypocrisy of
Well,
what you're
sir, I
talking
did
about.
not flee. That's the point. I did not flee
Yeah,
Africa.
yes, sir. You did. Well, you fled your mom's womb. You were fleeing in the womb. Your mom fled over here to drop you off like a big musty turd. just to shit you out over here so that we can take care of your ass. That's not a good look. So you're not at liberty to wag your finger, sir. That's not a good look. Come on now.
Well, actually, I can be critical of FBA
You
culture since
can't.
you talk about us
No,
African.
you can't. No, you can't. You can't say nothing about us. All you can do is put a hat over that forehead, sit, listen, and learn. We ain't taking no
Well, you talk
criticism.
about us Africans all the time.
We're not. No, sir. We were talking about something completely different. You interject yourself into our conversations. We weren't even talking about you, sir. But you got little brother syndrome. Y'all gotta snuggle up around us in order to get some shine and some attention. We weren't even talking about you, sir. And are you eating over there, sir? Can you please put the bushmeat burgers down? Don't eat while I'm on the phone, sir. Or at least get a fly swatter. I hear flies on the bushmeat. And you do that.
See, sir, this is exactly what I'm talking about. The putting down another group of people that's black like you are.
Sir,
It's
sir. Is it a put down?
exactly. You're always talking down on Africans.
How is that
No other
down on
group
Africa?
though.
How is that down? What did I say that was not true?
Well, it's not just this instance. I hear you all the time talking about.
Sir, do you eat bushmeat or not, sir? You eat bushmeat.
I
Y'all
mean,
eat
I'm
bushmeat.
East African, sir. I don't eat bushmeat. No, not in.
Dude, yes, you do. Dude, yeah, I've
No,
seen
not
some.
in Canada. I don't. No, no,
I've been
no, no,
seeing
no.
some East African bushmeat now. Yes, you do. Y'all do eat bushmeat over there, sir.
Oh yeah, and also I wanted to ask, why don't you never um speak on the? You know who I'm talking about.
Because, and again, yeah, you called before with all of that. Y'all East Africans, y'all always want us to fight your battles for you, and we're not going to do it. Because
What
Israel,
battle, sir?
because Israel has spanked a lot of you over there in East Africa. They've spanked a lot of you, and you fled, and you're scared of them, and you got sunned by them, and you want us to fight your battles, and we're not going to fight your battles,
No,
sir.
no, 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 no. That's
No,
not the
no,
case,
yeah,
sir.
yeah,
It's not
yeah,
the
yeah. You
case.
got to man up. You got to man up. We're not fighting your battles. Y'all East Africans are always yelling to us, how come we ain't doing, how come y'all ain't saying nothing about the Jews? How come you fled from the Israelis whooping on you? That's what you're mad at. You get sunned by everybody. You got sunned by the Israelis. You got sunned by the Arabs. You got sunned by the British. You got sunned by hunger. Everything is just being defeated and fleeing, sir. So, and I'm not being mean spirited, but you're just not at liberty to point your finger. When you have that type
Well,
of,
at least
sir, when you have that type of disposition, you're just not going to say anything about our lineage. That's not going to happen. All right. So anyway, I'm done having this musty conversation with you, sir. All right. Any last words? Because you and I see, oh, it's musty tether night. I see Big GT is up in here. All right. Any last words, brother?
well, yeah, I just wanted to come up here and have a intelligent conversation with you, Mr. Nasheed, and
And you didn't.
we
You just projected and you call up all the time with the same anti-FBA talking points, and we just don't want to hear it. You're not at liberty to say anything to us about nothing. Cash flow, what's happening?
Hey, what's up? What's up, Tariq?
What's up, Cash? How are you, sir?
I'm doing good, man. Hey, when y'all was talking about Elon earlier, about, the Ukraine and the Starlink, I just felt like it was kind of a, kind of coincidence with the timing, how he said that he could shut down the whole front line for Ukraine, and then he ends up getting hacked like 24 hours later.
Yeah, man, this thing is heavy, man. There's some deep stuff going on out here, man. Let me get my brother Maverick in the building. Brother Maverick, what's up, fam?
What up? What up? How's it going,
I'm
man?
good, man. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I wanted to circle back on this cyber attack thing that you were just talking about.
Yes.
And there's a few key points that a lot of people are missing. So, for one, when it comes to the planes, like you said, this just didn't start. So, if you remember last year, what happened with those whistleblowers with Boeing, not one, but two of them got killed.
Oh, shit.
So you remember that last year? This happened around the same time, around like February, March time.
Yeah.
So that's when it really started to happen. So and then all these planes start going down because I remember I was doing videos on it. So that's when it really started.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I felt like since then we've been under attack. So what's happening now with, the dark storm and everything else, I think it's really two like power players jockeying for position right now. Of course, you have Trump and Elon and everybody else exposing with Doge and everything else, but I really feel like it's the deep state that is funding foreign entities right now.
Yeah.
That's what I think
Yeah.
because just earlier this year, a former senior advisor to the Federal Reserve was just arrested being a Chinese spy, and he worked for the Federal Reserve selling our secrets to the US Treasury.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Oh yeah.
So, and he worked during the Obama administration. Same thing when, they'd had a huge bust at the ports. There was corrupt port workers working with Chinese nationals, and they were smuggling, all kind of contraband into the country and everything else. So I really feel like these are funded operations within from the deep state, and they're working with other foreign entities right now. So when it comes to the planes, you have these attacks. There was a video earlier I saw too, where they're protesting outside of Tesla. And this dude, he had a hidden camera on this guy, on one of the protesters, and he was like, yeah, man, I'm just paid to be out here. And he
Oh
was like,
wow.
what you say? Yeah, he was like, oh yeah, I'm just paid to be out here, so I'm just, collecting the check.
Oh
He literally said
wow.
this.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'll send you the video. So I feel like this is like being funded from inside.
Yeah, that's heavy, man. But thank you so much. Let me get some more calls in here. Mistral.
Oh, I was just going to agree with him. I don't know. I have my own ideas on it. I believe that in the next 10 years, I feel like we are being steered toward, I don't know, almost like the factions in a video game. We're all becoming factionized. Like, we're all just going to be different players on different teams in the next 10 years, and it's going to be a battle royale, essentially, is how it feels, as things feel like they're being softly escalated forward. Just,
Mm,
yeah.
yeah, my man. All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you.
From New York Times bestselling author Tariq Nasheed comes Foundational Black American Race Baiter, the groundbreaking book shaking up the conversation on race in America. As one of the most influential voices for Black Americans today, Nasheed exposes the tactics used to manipulate, subjugate, and control Black communities. In this powerful read, Tariq Nasheed equips you with the knowledge to resist injustice and reclaim your narrative. Don't miss out on the book that's redefining the game. Foundational Black American Race Baiter, available now at officialfba.com. Get your copy today.